welcome to Life in Headlock. I'm your Mr. Madland, Logan Creed.
I'm Purple Haze.
Sweet.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Got a series of questions here. It's a little interview segment I'm trying to get out there to help guys like you, guys like me, guys like him. So, let's see what you think. Well, your name is, of course, Purple Haze. Is it a name you came up with, or is it your God-given name?
Yeah, it's on my birth certificate. I was born at Charity, New Orleans, Louisiana. Nah, that's not my.
Well, where'd you come up with Purple Haze?
Yeah, well,
I know the song.
You know the song?
Yeah.
How does it go?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I know of the song.
I got the name. I wanted to come up with this idea of being like a black rock star, and it was pretty much kind of like John Cena's white rapper gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
When I came up with the Purple Haze and Jimi Hendrix deal, you know, I like Jimmy. Yeah, Purple Haze.
I love the song.
I like it. It's dope. All in my brain.
Have you always been a wrestling fan?
Yeah, actually, man. I started watching wrestling maybe when I was 8, maybe 7.
What's your first memory?
My dad used to record these old matches on VHS, and he used to own a barroom. So I used to go in a barroom before hours, and I used to pop the tape into the VCR, and I used to watch Junkyard Dog and Andre the Giant, and I was always fascinated. And my parents always kept me, you know, they always supported my dreams. I was that kid that said, "Hey man, I want to be a wrestler," and everybody was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna be nothing." But turns out I am a wrestler. You know, I'm a wrestler, and like everybody that said there was gonna be something, not.
You showed them.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well,
it's cool.
Where and who taught you how to wrestle?
All right. So I'm gonna tell you the story.
Go for it.
All right. I was in Katrina, and like I said, I always wanted to be a wrestler since I was a kid. So Katrina hit when I was 16 years old, and I lost my dad, who got me into wrestling. And when Katrina hit, I moved to Atlanta, and I hooked up with Mr. Hughes, and the rest is history, man.
Wow, so you're a Mr. Hughes trainee. I didn't know that.
I am a product of the WWA4 under Mr. Hughes. Under Mr. Hughes. Yes.
I saw an ad from the other day, and I saw all the names, and
yeah,
your may have been on there, honestly, but I crap.
Mr. Hughes. Well, did you go to the website?
No, it was like something on Facebook. It was like a picture, and it was him. And
yeah.
It's
far down there.
You have to look for Jenna.
Actually, that was my first.
Really?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
What was
it? It wasn't very creative.
What was it?
Well,
can't hurt.
Around this time, it was Jenna 6 going on.
Really?
You remember that?
Yes.
And I wanted to do something in support of Jenna 6, but that was a flop.
We all had those names.
That name was a flop.
Gotcha.
Let's move on.
All right. Well, who inspired you to get into wrestling? Was it your family member, or was it a wrestler yourself?
Man, honestly, I would probably have to say it was like all the black wrestlers that came before me.
Got one specific, like Kamala, JYD.
I like Kamala. You know, I like JYD most definitely. Bad News Brown. I was watching a few of his Ernie Ladd. You know, all the black wrestlers, man. You know, they all inspired me to do something. And I was trained by a black trainer. You know, and I mean, nothing negative. You know, because I like everybody. Black, white,
bro.
You know, I like everybody. You know what I mean? It just, you know, they stood out, man, to me.
That's cool.
You know, so.
Tell me about your first match.
My first match was at the WWA4 under Mr. Hughes, and and I wrestled a guy by the name of Reese Royale, and the match is still on YouTube under Jenner versus Reese Royale. Reese Royale was from London, England.
Really?
Yeah, that was
now
my
this
first
is
match.
shoot.
This is straight shoot.
Straight shoot.
Yeah, straight shoot.
Cool,
Straight
cool,
shoot.
cool.
I'm not.
No, I mean about him being from London.
Yeah, he's from London. Yeah, he's from
Cool,
London.
cool.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of William Regal.
Really?
Yeah, he has that. He has that. You know, that English thing going on.
I have the match guy.
It was real good, man. My first match, I lost. I lost,
Surprise.
but I thank him for guiding me through that match.
Let me ask you this: when you went into the match, were you comfortable, or were you nervous?
Actually, before every match,
you got them butterflies.
Yeah, I got them butterflies flying. I got them butterflies flying. You know, you're gonna see me back there, you know, before the show, like walking up and down. Yeah.
For one of my first ones, I couldn't get out of the bathroom, so I understand.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's fun though, man. As soon as I hit that curtain, everything kind of just
transformed.
Yeah, transformed, man. Like I was meant to be here. So, you know.
Well, what do you yourself think of TV wrestling? The good of it and the bad of it? It can be ROH, Ring of Honor, TNA, whatever. WWE.
Well, TV.
You see the good of it,
TV.
You see the bad of it.
All right. The good thing about TV wrestling is it's exposure for a lot of guys. Whether you're an extra for WWE or you like the top guy for WWE, it helps everybody.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The downfall of it is too many people are trying to figure out what's going on backstage, and like, you know, everybody knows that wrestling is a work now. You know, and I wish, like, I like the old days, man. Kayfabe, man. I like the old days. You know, but I mean, that's pretty much the downfall of it.
Sure.
Did that make sense?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
Can you give me a wrestling story about yourself?
About myself?
I got that no bad, no bust, just a story.
A story about myself.
What's one that you find entertaining?
Dang, man, there's so many.
You're talking to me, but you're also talking to Liz.
Yeah, it's so many, man. One time I was in South Dakota, and we had Rikishi. It was me, Mardi Gras. You know Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras is from Louisiana. It was me, Mardi Gras, G-Money, and Mike Chaos, and a guy by the name of Kegger. We were staying in the mountains, and we just came back from doing an autograph signing downtown, and you know, we had a few drinks. So we were in, everybody's getting comfortable, getting ready to go to bed and stuff like that, and we hear like this boom, 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 boom on the window, right? And like, mind you, nobody was following us when we got to the lodge. So we get to the lodge, you know, everybody's getting comfortable, you know, getting ready to go to bed. We hear the boom, boom, boom on the window, and we look out the window. That's a guy with a huge, like, pot on his head, right? We like trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It was Rikishi, a guy by the name of Dice Man, Ronnie Vegas, and Half Breed. You know, they played a little rib on us. I have way better stories. I just can't think of them right now.
So Pot Man got you.
Yeah, Pot Man. That's a gimmick. Pot Man. Nah, but I have a ton of stories. I just can't think of them right now, man.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good enough. I never had a pot guy come after me before. So.
Later on tonight, man, I promise you, I'll be thinking of like every story that happened.
That's good for me. I never
won't be around. So let's go.
Well, what style of wrestling do you like to watch yourself?
I'm pretty fast-paced. I do a little bit of everything. I have like the old, you know, old worker look. Mm-hmm. I still have the boots, knee pads, and the trunks, wrist tape, you know. But and I have the old look, but I mix it in with the new style, which I think, you know, it's like you can't get no better than that. That's true. In my opinion, can't get no better than that.
Tell me about your favorite match that you have been in, if you have a favorite match.
My favorite match, I was watching the match the other night. Purple Haze versus Bestia 666. That's one of my favorite matches because he speaks little English, and that was my first time working a guy from a different country. Wow. So like that, man, I got kind of emotional after that match because I had my family in the crowd too. I had my family in the crowd, a lot of people. It was in my hometown, mm-hmm. you know, and this guy came from Tijuana to wrestle me, and man, we blew the roof off the place.
Let me ask you this. I've never been like that, so do you tell by the body language more or less?
Of what? Oh, working? Well, kind of like when you're.
I mean, I know it's broken English. If he spoke English.
Yeah, he spoke a little bit, you know.
Headlock.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, pretty much we're like backstage, we're going over the match and stuff like that, and we're like, you know, and he's like, yeah, and then uppercut, you know, stuff like that. You know, Bestie, I like Bestie, man. Bestie helped me out too. You know, like I said, man, I owe a lot to a lot of guys who helped me out in the wrestling business.
Now is the match online?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on
I'll have
YouTube.
to look it up.
It's on YouTube.
I was a big fan of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we are. My last question.
Yep.
But it's if you would like to thank anyone on a personal level, who would it be? And here's your opportunity.
There's so many people, man. I like to thank my family because I don't have money.
You
know,
welcome to the club.
I don't have money. You know, I'm on the independent scene, and I'm still out here grinding, trying to make a living at something that I love, and I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. So I gotta thank my mom, my dad, who's no longer with us. I gotta thank my sister, man, because all these people let me sleep on the couch just to pursue what I'm doing right now. And I mean.
Let me ask you this. I ain't the same part of my thing, but what's your ultimate goal?
I'm just trying to be successful. If I'm successful in independence, I'm successful in WWE, you know, Ring of Honor, Japan, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Man, I'm doing what I love.
That's it.
You know?
Well, thank you for being on Life and Headlock. I sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck down the line.
Appreciate it.